All right. So I have broken this program down based off of the 3 legs of success. I posted a picture of the 4 legs, but the fourth leg is just self-care, which is very important, especially to an entrepreneur. But I want to focus on the other 3. Tonight is simply PRV. We're going to focus on PRV all week. There's going to be a few different live videos that's going to be posted throughout the week. But tonight I want to talk about like how to make your PRV work for you and not your business, not you working for your business, if that makes any sense. As an entrepreneur, there's different ways that we should definitely be thinking about. And I want to make sure that, and so we're going to kind of cover about that tonight. First off, if you're muted, which I think everybody's muted, comment in the chat, questions, whatever. If you agree with something, if you have an extra little, whatever, it's like I've got my chat pulled up so I can see everybody. So, comment, interact. I don't want to feel like I'm just talking to myself. I hate that. So, anyway, so we're going to get started. So we all know that there's many ways to get PRV. But the thing is, as an entrepreneur, you have to be able to think ahead. You have to be able to think, okay, what do I need my month to look like? What do I need my paycheck to look like? What do I need to do to prepare for that paycheck prior to? So that is where front loading comes in. It is very, very important. And when I say front loading, I'm not just talking about parties. I'm talking about what Cincy Club orders are you gonna have during that month. Making sure that you're showing the with box, making sure that if you've got events, fundraisers, whatever, when you're going to do follow-up, all of that needs to be out. It's not, you don't just wing it or prayer it. I mean, y'all, I did that for years. I didn't think about myself as a boss. Like I generate my paycheck. So my actions and what I do generates my paycheck. And as a leader, or it doesn't matter if you're a certified consultant, your paycheck, what your sales are, that is the biggest part of your paycheck, period. It doesn't matter. So you need to be thinking about parties, whether that be whatever type of party you do or whatever you have time for. I don't care if you have 1,000 kids and 3 jobs and whatever. The thing is, you have to think ahead what will work for you. Don't work for your business. Make your business work for you. And I generated my entire business 5 years ago off of bag parties because I didn't have time to do home parties after home parties after home parties. I had to make it work for me. And so that was kind of something that I got out of the hang of doing. I was stressing because it was the second of the month and I don't have parties booked and I don't have this and I don't have that and I don't know when I'm going to follow up and I mean, y'all, I did not literally have a Cincy Club order until 6 months ago. And I'm sitting here freaking out because I don't know where my PRV is coming from. So if you don't know day one of the month where your PRV is coming from, you are already a step behind already. And the thing is, like, we're having a booking blitz on Wednesday. That's a Cincy-wide thing. I think it's amazing that all that's tying into this whole week. But take advantage of this booking blitz. Take advantage, message the customers, message people. I've had 3 parties in the last 2 months from people who never even purchased from me before. Never. But every one of them, I busted my butt and I got them free stuff. And guess what? They're loyal customers and Scentsy Clubbers right now. End of story. I busted my tail. And I mean, you have to do that. So let's start one on parties. So not only do parties help us gain PRV, but they help us gain customers, because through follow up with that person, every person, I don't care if 20 people order on that party, follow up with them, build that relationship with them, add them to your VIP group, follow them on social, do it. Because the worst thing that we can do is say, I'll do that later. No, you won't. No, you won't. If you've got 30 minutes, do it real quick. That's how you've got to make your time work for you. We all get 24 hours in a day. Let's make it work for us. But parties bring us people, and that host is bringing you customers. They are golden, golden. And if you're not front loading your calendar and looking for those hosts, then you're doing yourself an injustice, really. But I tell my team this all the time. So there's 6 months to a catalog. And I don't know if anybody else, I don't know if anybody else thinks about it like this, but there's 6 months to a catalog. If I can front load for 6 months, then those 6 months, those hosts host for me the next catalog. As I'm growing hosts and getting new hosts, then I'm just constantly front loading my catalog. If they host for me spring and summer, then they host for me in fall and winter, because I'm going to spoil them and they're going to want to come back to me. So if you can think about 6 months, don't think about 12 months, but think about 6 months, and you build a sustainable business. This isn't necessarily just 30 days. You've got to think about the long haul here. You got to think about what's going to help you down the road. And these little systems like that help you build down the road. They help. I have customers that still host for me that I met through Scentsy years ago, and they still host for me today. And it's because I was good to them. I built a relationship with them. But the thing is if you're not, you have to look at them as they're not necessarily just a person. That's why I say social media. Social media has become such a big part of our business in the last 2 years. That's how we get to know people, because people were so scared for so long to even be around each other. So add them on social, message them on social, comment on their pictures, do those things and get to know who they are. So sorry, back to parties. I get a little spacey, but so parties help us gain customers. A good rule of thumb is to make sure that when you set your goals at the beginning of the month, your parties, your PRV, your follow-up, your Scentsy Club, everything needs to have a number. This is my goal for this month. XYZ, I've got 4 parties booked. Every party needs to have this much PRV. So, if one party doesn't quite make it, then hustle, add another one, follow up a little bit extra, do something to help boost that PRV here. It has to even out to what your goals are. And that is how you have to see it as a system. What may not carry here, so I don't have a whole lot of clubbers, so I'm going to have to party a little bit more, but I'm going to focus on PR. I'm going to focus on clubbers for the next 6 months to help me to gain those clubbers. Because a lot of y'all, if you have clubbers, you'll realize that they're not upset about adding 2 or 3 bars onto their order, because they know they're going to save 10% off and get a half off item. So when you focus on the club, it comes. And when you're sharing that with your customers, it comes. But sharing has to be consistent, and that is throughout our business. We'll get to that in a minute, but it has to be consistent. So we all know that there are a few different ways to party: bag parties, home parties, online parties. A lot of people are doing more online parties than home parties nowadays, but I actually saw somebody posting about a home party recently, but that was really good. Text parties. So one thing about I know that, like, I'm seeing people, and I mean, I know y'all are like bomb. Every one of y'all are like bomb. I know y'all. Like, I've seen these names. So, but the parties have to be, I feel like people kind of get wrapped up in the fluff, the extra, the pretty of the business, and they don't necessarily focus on the parties. Like, if we're not partying and we're not gaining customers, then what's going to happen when you recruit all your people? You're going to have nothing. And then you're going to be freaking out because, hey, I have no customers, but I got to meet my 500 PRV. I mean, you've got to continually make customers, but by continually partying and meeting new people, you're going to consistently gain customers. That is a huge thing. And I know as a leader, I don't know about y'all, especially like the ones of y'all that are leaders. At some point in your business, you kind of run into that. And you're like, hey, I have nobody. I recruited them all. It happens. It happens to all of us. But if you stay one step ahead, preparing for the future, then it helps to not go through that slump. Because when you get in that slump, it's hard to get out. And I don't know if anybody has ever gone through that. But yeah, I literally went through like a 3-year slump. Not gonna lie. So that is how you use your parties to work for you. I mean, yeah, your customer is doing the great things and bringing you other people, but following up with these people, making a relationship with them is going to be crucial. So one other thing about parties, especially this month, we're in an incentive to recruit and to get them to certified by the end of the month. Bag parties. If they have a bag party, they're doing the job for you. They're doing the work of the consultant. That is your number one way to recruit people. Hey, did you have fun? Yeah. All right. You want to make money? Yeah. All right. I mean, it's easy. Bag parties is where it's at. This is literally how I made my business work for me years ago and how I do it now. Actually, I do. Well, I do more Facebook parties now, but because I don't leave the house much. So anyway, but make the bag parties work for you. Make them flip those parties. Because the thing is, when I was talking about sustainable business, we're so programmed to, I need that PRV this month. Like, we're programmed that way. But what we need to really be thinking is, I can recruit this person this month and I'm going to grow them. And then I'm going to, not that this is going to sound horrible, but that helps make you long-term income. Not only are you helping that person by potentially changing their life, but you are changing your life as well. Don't think about, I got to hit this PRV goal. I got to do this. I got to do this. If that one party is not going to make you that PRV goal, then you bust your butt and you get what you got to get so that you can hit your PRV goal. And if you didn't, you know what? You can say, I tried. But if at the end of the month, you cannot say that, then reevaluate what you're doing, what's not working. If it's not working, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing it wrong. But think about it. Is there another way I can approach this? But is there another way I can approach this? Is there another way that I can work towards this goal? So, all right. So let's talk about the one thing that I feel like everybody doesn't want to talk about, and that's follow-up. So follow-up, it can be stressful. It can be stressful. And I'm just being completely real because I used to have complete panic attacks before following up with customers. I did. I didn't want rejection. I didn't want to be left on red. I didn't. But there's one thing that we have to understand. A, you made an effort. B, they might have been busy when you sent that message, and they might have just forgotten to message you back. and see if they reject you or if they say no. What does that do to you? Nothing. That does not affect your paycheck. That does not do anything. It does not change your business at all. But what will change your business is that consistency with that person. If they left you on red 2 weeks ago, message them again. If they left you on red then you weigh the odds. Try to contact them, try to do something, but you weigh the odds. But you have to understand that just because you are told no, it does not change you. It does not change your business. It does not change anything. Just because they told you no once doesn't mean that they're going to continue to tell you no forever. You have to take that step. You tried. You tried. You tried. Think about being the customer. How would you want to be approached? Now, we all use, I know a lot of people have AMI, and I was talking with Chassie the other day, and she's like, I'm basically just encouraging it. And I do too, because it does the work for you. Now, I absolutely hate the auto-generated messages. And I also hate how, like, I'm not one that just hits text and just sends it and goes. Like, depending on who that person is, I'm going to add in things. I'm going to say, hey, how are you? Or, hey girl, it's Lauren, your Scentsy bottles or your Scentsy dealer. How are you? Or I saw this on Facebook, or like personalize it. It takes that extra step. Yeah. But in the long run, they appreciate that little extra step because it lets them know that A, they're not just money to you. B, they're not just, somebody who's going to order from you. They're a person. Follow them on social. Keep in touch with what's going on in their life. Hey, girl, I saw you're going through a rough time. I just want you to know I'm praying for you. Simple. When they respond back, just say, look, while we're talking, like, just curious how you're liking your new stuff. Be really easy. How you talk. I'm very much if I talk to you once, like, I'm going to talk to you how I normally talk to people. Unless you're like Heidi and Orville Thompson. Like, that would be different. But talking with somebody, like, I'm very much okay, you're my friend. And so talk to them as if they're your friend. Like I said, they're not just a sale to you. They are a person and they want to be recognized as a person. The cliche phrase behind follow-up is the fortune is in the follow-up. I cannot tell you how much that is the truth. LTOs. I just happen to follow up a lot on Thursday and Monday. Thursday, Friday, and Monday, really. Because A, we got things releasing on Monday. B, new things are Monday. And Friday, I know what's going to be announced for the next. I know what's coming out on Monday. Because that is when I can kind of slide that in there, especially if I know they're a Disney lover or a Marvel lover, or, say that they bought every holiday warmer from me. Hey, girl, I just want you to know while we're talking, like, the Easter collection's coming out. I don't know if you saw my email, but check it out. Let me know if you want anything. Really simple, really easy. Make it work for you. If you know we're going to be released now, that this whole like Cinderella Castle thing like completely threw me off because I don't normally do that today. Well, I do, but then I wasn't really planning on focusing on something else. I was going to focus on the Easter stuff and everything else. And then that come out and it's like, oh, okay. Messaging a couple people that I know love Cinderella or Disney or anything like that. So, but make it work for you. Remember those little things. I know it's a lot to remember sometimes when you're growing and all this other stuff, but remember those few customers who like this or like that. What is their favorite thing? Even if you have to make a little note Some people like Excel forms. I don't know how to use Excel, not gonna lie. That is on my to-do list, but I don't know how to do that. But if you can like write their name, last order, best thing, whatever, you've got, favorite item, what, what collection do they like? Cinderella, Disney, whatever, that kind of thing. Like, if you can keep track for stuff like that, actually sounds like a really good idea, but I don't know how to do that. But the fortune is literally in the follow-up and making it, like I said, making it work for me. You need a system. You need to track it. If you're sending out samples, you need to follow up on them. When you put them in the mail, 3 to 4 days. Because the thing is, when you wait longer than 3 to 4 days after that, they're going to say, girl, I don't even know where I put that. I can't remember what it smelled like. It was pretty. It was pretty. No, because then you have to wait on them to find it, smell it again, and reply back to you. 3 to 4 days. Message them back. Follow up with them 3 to 4 days after you get that in the mail. Like I said, if you do not have a follow-up system, definitely AMI. Download it right now on your phone. It is the most amazing thing. It helps keep track of things for you so that you don't have to think about it. And there are ways to change templates and whatnot. Okay. One thing that I can say, and I don't know that everybody is, puts as much emphasis on thanking your customers as much as others. I thank my customers 3 times minimum. When they place the order, in the mail out, handwritten card in the mail, and at their first follow-up. Always thank them for your order, for your business. Thank you. Make sure they know you appreciate them. And if you have a system in place for what you mailed out to them, if you sent them a thank you card and a scent of the month sticker, you need to know what you sent them, because when they're going to say, girl, I love that scent. I don't know which one it was. You need a system in place. You need to know what you sent them, so that when they say that, you're not having to say, well, I'm sorry, what did I send you? No, be prepared. Be prepared. So let's talk about the almighty Scentsy Club. Scentsy Club. I just told y'all something that was actually very embarrassing to me, that 6 months ago, I really didn't have a Scentsy Club subscription for anybody other than myself. It's very embarrassing to me, but very true, because it was nothing that I ever really focused on. Why? I don't know. But when you're talking about PRV for the future, you're talking about Scentsy Club. You're talking about Scentsy Club. That is direct, automatic PRV. And if you're not using that to your advantage, then you are doing yourself an injustice. Period. So through Scentsy Club, I order the LTOs. I mail those out to my customers, especially my Scentsy Clubbers, because like I said, once you're established with Scentsy Club, people do not mind adding a few bars of the favorites, because they know that they're going to save money. So make sure that you're doing that. Add them to your VIP group. How many people on this page, and y'all can just kind of reply in a thing, how many people on this page tell me your VIP group is dead? Dead. Anybody? I got one. Elizabeth said yes. Okay. So, all right, there they come. There they come. There they come. So guess what? Mine was 2. Mine was 2. So I've had my VIP page since probably October, November of 2016. Okay. I had never redone it. So what I've done is I have completely scratched it. I've completely scratched that one. I have it here. I haven't deactivated it yet, but I'm creating a new one. I'm creating a new one. Facebook algorithm sucks, because that's the reason why they can't see you. Facebook algorithm, unless they're seeing and commenting and posting and liking your stuff, then they can't see you. So unless you can do something, interactive posts, whatever, to get them back active, then they can't see you. I had 92 people in my VIP group, and I probably had interaction from five. And those 5 were recently added. So I've scratched it. I redone it. Now, I'm not telling everybody to go do this. I'm telling you, like, think about it, make the move as you need to. I'm just telling you what worked for me. So I scratched it, redid a new one, completely new group, added in some of the same people, because those people, by accepting that invite, I am getting buy-in, meaning they are buying into what I have to say. So buy-in, if somebody is seeing your stuff on Facebook, or like if you're checking your stories, they're automatically giving me buy-in. If they're seeing your Instagram stories, they're automatically giving me buy-in. They want to see what you're doing. So that's how you know how many people are really seeing your stuff. Really. But by getting that buy-in from them, you're able to take them, show them a product, and potentially sell it to them. So through that VIP group, by them accepting that invite, I don't care if I invite 50 people and 5 people come in. I've got 5 people that are willing to give me buy-in right now. So when I do that live video and I invite them all, tag them all, they're gonna see it and they're going to listen to what I have to say because they accepted my invitation. So by me, like I said, I don't care if it's 5 people. I don't care how small it is, but you work upon that. You work from there. It's giving you a blank slate, because my VIP group was so stressful to me. I couldn't stand it. Knew how many people were in that group, and I knew how many people were actually seeing my stuff. I couldn't stand it. It was a stressor to me, and I don't have time for that. So I had to figure out something. So I restarted it. Like I said, I mean, I think I haven't gone through and added everybody yet. I've just kind of added like my VIPers, the ones that are constantly ordering for me all the time, whatever. That's who I've added in there right now. I'm kind of weighing my options on what I'm going to do from here. But I have buy-in. So when I go live and I show this product, I'm getting interaction from people. They're seeing my stuff. They're commenting. They're telling me that they like it. I sold an air purifier today. I haven't done that yet. And I'm being for real. This is me, completely authentic. I'm telling you the truth. I sold an air purifier today. Why? Because I did a live on the air purifier and one of my VIPers saw it. She had not commented on a single thing in my other group, but she had been in there for a while. So I added her back to this one. Now she's seeing my stuff. If she's not seeing your stuff, then what are you doing? You're wasting that live on your VIP page. Now, there are other ways to get it back to where you want it to be. I'm just telling you, this is what I did. And I'm not telling you to do what I did. I'm telling you, find a way to make it so these people are seeing your stuff. Because you don't know how many people literally, it's not that there's no activity. It's not that it's dead. It's literally, they're not seeing it. And they're not thinking, let me go over here and check Jessica's VIP page and see what she's got on here. They ain't thinking that. They're going to see what they do when they do this, when they scroll. Oh, here, let me see this live video. Oh, look at that warmer. Yes, my phone's messed up. But that's what they're seeing. You've got to be able to beat the algorithm. You've got to be able to know what the algorithm is and how to stay ahead of it. That literally will completely change it. So that's enough about VIP VIP groups. If you have any questions, like, let me know. I'm kind of looking over here on my chat, like just kind of looking. So communication with your customers is key. I don't care if it is through a live video. I don't care if it is through a text message. I don't care if it's through a voice text. I don't care if what it is. She is your best friend. Communication. Like I said earlier, that person is a person. They go through crap. Recognize it, understand it, and not only like be a friend. Don't just be a salesman. Like that's not cool. That's not pretty. But use social media for you. I hate social media. Absolutely hate social media because people post the perfect world. Nobody's world is perfect. And B, I see it. Yes, everybody's like, oh yeah, I know that girl. Yeah, I know that girl too. So their world is perfect. Their world is not perfect. I don't care who they are. Their world is not perfect. But make it consistent. Posting on social media, 80-20 rule. 80% your life, 20% your business. And that goes to show that I have put into my VIP group as well, because I'm trying to change it. I don't want it to be just about sales. Like I want it to be something. I want it to be substance. I want it to be, I'm very much a single mom kind of deal, like, or, kind of that thing. Like that was where I joined Cincy. So those people mean a lot to me. Survivors through abuse. Those people mean a lot to me. So I'm kind of trying to change it. Not only have a salesman Cincy culture, but to have culture so that these people know I am real. I am real and I have been through shit. Point blank. Sorry, y'all, but I have. And so you want to be real with them, because if they see the authentic you, then they're gonna appreciate that. People want to see who you are. People want to know what you've been through. People want to know, hey, I'm not alone. No, honey, you're not alone. You're not. So make social media work for you. Like I said, 80-20. But if you're not consistently posting about things in your business, you ain't got to like necessarily post about your business, but have a warmer in the background. Remind them, I'm Cincy Lady. I'm Cincy Lady. They don't need to forget that you are the Cincy Lady. Period. End of discussion. They need to know who you are. They need to know what you stand for. They need to know, this is me. This is me. Period. Okay. The direct sales shift in 2020 has completely changed our business. Those of you that were around before them, can I get an amen? Yes, it changed our business. It changed our business. So, because of COVID pandemic, whatever, now we're all working differently. And we're working like this through Zoom. I hate it. But I have adapted because this is what the world has come to right now. Pray, pray, pray that it's getting back to normal. Pray. But this is what the world has come to. Social media, contacting people, posts, lives. I did a training in January. And this training, her name is Kristen Boss. You can find her YouTube. She has podcasts. She is amazing when it comes to direct sales. And she went through basically, like I said, the shift of 2020, how our lives have changed. And live videos. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. And when she said that, I about choked, because I hated, and at that point had not done a live video. I did about choked. I was like, oh my God. So to change my business, to get more buy-in, to get more interaction, to get more people looking at me, I had to start doing live videos. I had to. You have to do what you have to do to get the buy-in. And that's actually where I learned the whole buy-in thing. But You have to do what you have to do. Online parties. Make it work for you. Don't tell me that they don't work. I saw somebody post something today, I think it was Bailey, talking about Rachel Pence, who is literally the bomb.com, had 100 PRV in an online party. 100 PRV. This girl is literally like, when you say Rachel Pence, everybody is like, oh, she's it. She is it. And you know what? She got 100 PRV in an online party. But you know what? I guarantee you that is not going to be her last online party. How about that? And I guarantee you that she's going to figure out what she can do to get that other 100, so that person can get that free and half off stuff. Because that is one thing about you. That is one thing about somebody at the top. They didn't give up. No, didn't stop them. And when they heard you can't, they said, hold up, hold my beer and watch this shit. I'm going to do it. That's what they did. That's the difference between somebody at the bottom and somebody at the top. That is the difference. Nobody stopped. They didn't stop. So do what you have to do. If Facebook parties do not work for you, there are YouTube videos, there are trainings, there are tons of things out there for you to learn. Later in this week, I'm going to share with you what I have done and how I approach a Facebook party to allow my host the best possible way. But I took somebody else, like watching somebody else, and then watching this person, and then watching this person. But then it took trial and error. And just because it worked for me for the past 3 parties doesn't mean that it's going to work for the 4th one. But I'd be darned if I'm not going to try. I'm going to try. I had a girl a couple months ago who did an online party for me, and she got 0 PRV. But do you know what I told her? So first off, I offered her a bag to see if she wanted to share it with her customers. And this was in January. And she was like, yeah, she's like, we can try that. And I said, well, we can try that. You can share it with your customers, and then we can try a Facebook party again in a few months. She was completely okay with that because she knew that she was going to get free and half off now, and then free and half off in a couple more months. Now I understand that I know this person, and I know that she loves the product and she doesn't necessarily have the money to buy what she wants. So her hosting gets her tons of free stuff. So she wants it. She wants to do it. So know your people. Don't let no stop you. No. The last thing that I want to talk about is letting your customers know what is going on in Cincyland. And that is vital. The amount of people that do not know that because they post on Facebook, it's not enough. It's not enough. I know that some people have seen like the Google Forms, Jot form, different things that people have different like pre-order ways, especially for LTOs. Let them know. Like if they don't know that we're in a new catalog, honey, I'm gonna need you to get off this call in just a few minutes and email your customers and tell them that we have a new catalog, because we're in month 2 of the catalog. And they need to know. If they don't know that there is a Cinderella Castle warmer that they can pre-order, they need to know. The easiest way to contact somebody is like WhatsApp, project broadcast. I think some people are using. I don't use it. I haven't tried it yet. Email. Everybody has an email, and everybody's email comes to their phone. But if you're not communicating with them and telling them what's going on, then they're not going to know. Because like I said, Facebook algorithms suck. So they might not even see your stuff. So communication, making sure that they're aware of what is going on, making sure that they're aware of what's coming out. That's why I say Thursday, Friday, and Monday. That is my follow-up days. I don't necessarily work on the weekends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't contact my customers on the weekend only because I know that how much that time is precious to me. I don't want to bother them during that time either, unless I know it's like something big, but I don't. So Thursday, Friday, and Monday, that is my follow-up days, period. Make it work for you. Communicate, tell them what's going on. If you know that they have a little one, that they have the Easter stuff, like let them know that we've got cute little rabbit buddy clips that are coming out. Like those are so cute. Oh, one. I mean, they're cute. So make sure that they know, hey, this stuff released today. Make sure that they know. Communication through so many different avenues, Facebook, email, all of the above, live videos. I'm going to say that one more time, live videos. And I'm saying this to you, but I'm actually saying it to myself because I've gotten kind of slack in the last couple of weeks because I'm very sleep deprived. Y'all see my gray hair, and I'm just very sleep deprived right now. I've gotten very slack, so I'm saying, and all of this I'm saying to myself, it helps hold me accountable for what I've got to do. So does anybody, that's basically what I've got for tonight. Very quick, very short to this point. Does anybody have any questions? Or y'all communicate? Y'all just on you. You ain't gotta be formal. Anybody? I'm actually gonna stop recording.